Hello and welcome to another episode of Space Engineers. As a beautiful morning is coming up, we're here with our Mastodon, ready to do some upgrades to it, we need some resources. And this may sound surprising. It's never been an issue for me before. I need gravel. Like, I only have 300 gravel left. And the key thing behind that is that I need the gravel for my hydroponics farm in order to get me algae soy products. So actually, I need gravel. It's the stupidest thing ever, so I just need to drill rock. So, to do that, we're going to put on some punch drills onto the side of this thing. This will also help us with when we are going for ice and such at the various oases, which hopefully we'll find one soon, because I would like to get to an oasis and then we can punch drill down and get a whole bunch of ice into this. We can add some H2O2 generators, which I think we'll also put those in today. I'm thinking an H2O2 generator will fit right underneath here where these two tubes are, because if we take a look at the H2O2, we've got the side and end, which would then fit perfectly in, essentially right like that, just right underneath the catwalk here. So I'll take out the ones here and the ones here and put an H2O2 gen on each side underneath the catwalk. I think that'll work out nicely. So we're going to do a little bit of renovations to the rover today. Then we're going to get close to that expedition base pod and take a look at it through some turrets. Now, I have several options when it comes to making a punch drill. You know, it's a drill on a piston. It is a very common thing that I have done multiple times before. However, how we do that is a good question. As I'm thinking I want to extend this out one more. That shouldn't get in the way of steering, should it? If I take a look here. No. My tire's not going to touch that. It's not going to get in the way of steering. Okay, so I can have that be the width. I need my... Okay, I need to... Is my ramp down? Yes, my ramp is down. I can get back in. So I can jump off here. I need the drill to be pointing downwards. Now I could also do some funky things with hinges and maybe have the drill pointed like sort of to the side like this, so the drill's like tucked up and away. It's possible, but the easiest way would just have the drills to be pointed downwards, and they'd have to be one block higher. I want the bottom of the drill, because the drill is 3 long. The bottom of the drill would be in line with this piece here, because then I wouldn't get any worries about high centering. No possible high centering issues at all, because this here, as far as I am aware, is an even solid, so that's not gonna high center at all ever. But right here, this portion does have collision, so that would high center. So you can see how I can't even place a block against that, but I can place it against there. No collision here, collision here, and here. So this spot here, we need to align with that, right in the center, using probably that conveyor junction there. We can come straight out and then make a junction, then go down from there, put a piston, put a drill, punch down to the ground. Alright, let's go see how much that drills. Because the question is how much do I want to do this? Like, the regular ores that we're coming across, like if we just drive around until we find an ore patch, the ores are actually kind of deep, right? they're not anything that I can easily get to without digging a big windy hole down with my hand drill. But I don't want to do that for everything. I could just do that for specific things until I get this mastodon completed and I have a docking port, which will eventually be, imagine this thing is roofed over, a docking port eventually probably yay in the ceiling, sort of about here kind of feeling, maybe 2 of those ports. Then I could park a mining a mining drone and go from there. But if I just want to be able to drive over a lake or one of those oases and just get some ice, just easy, just get a bunch of ice and sit there and slowly grind away at it. The ice isn't that deep below the surface. It's just a few blocks. So I don't need to really be pushing that deep for it. So I think that I can get away with it, doing it this way. We're just going to grab some resources there and pump out, I think, tube. If we get to here and then we turn underneath, I think that's fine. So that's directly up, and so that if I make a right angle off of that, which I am not sure if I can do. Oh, I can do it from the wheel. And a 1, and a 2, and a hoot. There we go. Can I do this from here? Come on, wheel. Give me that. Give me that snap. Oh god, it's so far away. Oh, it only does it when I jump for it. Okay, I gotta go up top and build myself some scaffolding in order to do this properly. Although I probably should go grab the unknown signal, but ugh, so many unknown signals to go and get right when I'm in the middle of doing something important. Ugh. I don't think I need a full-on block there. I could just throw down a catwalk, can't I? If I put a catwalk on the side of this, catwalk straight. Boom. And then catwalk wall, with the wall being to the right, because I want to be able to turn this, and then go a catwalk straight this way. Although, I do need to weld these up so you get access to them. To do that, we're going to need some scaffolding there. God, engineering without a backpack is such an annoyance. I'm so glad I'm doing it, so I really appreciate what I have in those backpacks. Oh, okay, perfect. Now I can put a curve pointing downwards, and then on the bottom of the curve pointing downwards, we can pop a normal piston. We shall make it so that it doesn't matter what orientation it is. And then, when we put a drill on that, the drill should be at the right height, so that it is the same height as the suspension, the bottom of the suspension. So anything that I can drive over, I should have no issues, and it should not hit my drill. While the updated block physics and bounding boxes and such will allow these to slide by each other nicely without having any issues, it doesn't look good to me. So if I grab this bad boy and take those off, I can go bada boom and bada boom. And where's my half slab? Boom. Oh yeah, that's like a nice little cutout, like it was meant for it. It was built for it. And then I can just run up here. Easy access to all of this stuff. Oh, I didn't want to put this as a corner. I wanted to put this as a junction. Okay, well, we only lost a couple steel plates from placing this stuff here. Or, oh no, this is connected to here, so this will be fine. I don't even lose that stuff. I just need to place the junction. Bada boom. absolutely perfect. And then, oh, we got access to conveyors right here. Not enough construction components in storage. Assembler. Build me multiple conveyor junctions. Because we have a full-on assembler on this now. And it is capable of building me everything that I will ever need. Excellent. So you've made me my construction components. Thank you, thank you. We can build our junctions. Okay, so those are all welded up. Next will be a piston. Boop, boop. Get the piston. And then there's also what? Piston top part? Yeah, piston top part. And we need that drill back. Did not mean to take that off my bar. Piston top part, so I can get that piece welded, and then the drill, which is going to take a lot of resources, but thankfully I've got the storage right here. Easy peasy. Piston and drill set up. Alright. So drill on. We can access that piston. Should be this guy, because he doesn't have a name yet. I've named everyone else. So this will be drills. We shall reverse, but 0.5 is a little fast. We're going to go 0.2. Maximum distance is 10 meters. That's good. And we can hop on down and see how our little punch is going to go here. And this makes me feel safe. This looks nice and sturdy. Just a single piston going down on the rover. Good stuff. I don't have to worry about extending it or doing any fancy things with rotors or hinges. And I can get a decent little punch out of the terrain. Which, okay, that looks good. So if I toggle that block off and I go for stone, I've gotten 13,000 stone from that. Plus I've been refined a little bit before then. So maybe, yeah, 13-ish thousand stone. Okay. We'll pull that piston back up and take a look at this hole in the ground. Oh yeah, definitely. Whenever I was at an oasis, this would definitely be into the ice layer. Because it would be, like, if I dig my way out here. Come on. And escape. There would be, say, from here to, say, here. The first couple meters of the dirt would be the dirt. And then after that would be ice. So we would have punched down and gotten a fair chunk of ice out of that if this was an oasis. And then all we have to do is just expand this out a little more. And I can put an additional drill or two onto the side of this thing going out, because as long as it's not going to get in the way of my tires, it's fine. And then I can have like a 3 drill punch. Put that on either side, and you have a 6 drill punch going down that couple feet to the ground, couple meters. It should get me a decent amount of stone every single time I want to do a punch. I like it. I like it a lot. So we can go another one here. Bada boom. And bada boom. I think 2. Yeah, 2 more. That doesn't go too far out of the wheelbase. It's like halfway through my tires. I think that is just fine. Let me just get those quickly welded up. We just have insufficient character space, but we have all the resources available. Not enough steel plate in storage. Oh my. Well. Oh no, we just make a few thousand steel plate. Actually, yes, let's make 1,000 steel plate. We're actually at the point now where we can just go and say, I'll just make 1,000 steel plate, and we could be okay, not worry about it. Which is using how much iron? 6,000. Okay. So I got like 100 and something right now. Where's my iron? 107. So 1,000 is 6-ish. Okay. Alright. I know how much resources I have now. I've got it concept in brain. Excellent. So these 3 drills are all welded up. So now we can just go into here. Go to those drills. Turn them on. Send down the punch. Pull back this... that scaffolding I had made. And... oh. Oh, this is good. This is getting me a nice, good little chunk of resources. Getting that gravel. Getting that stone. So we had 13k-ish before. It must have already processed a lot of it. You can see we're popping back up to 13k. Surpassing it. Even as our basic refineries are working away to their fastest they can. That is a nice little punch of resources. So we can turn all those drills off. And reverse the piston back into position. And see that, yeah, we got 20,000 even after a whole bunch of resources have been processed. You see how fast that is falling? So, it's good. We can easily replicate that on the other side of the Mastodon here. And then all I need to do is find an oasis, lower those down, and drill out all the ice I need to fill all my tanks. And then I can just run my engines until my batteries are full. Because I can also, if I need to, lower my suspension down to get the whole rig closer to the ground if I need to punch deeper. Because that is doable as well. Excellent. Okay. And in addition to that, because there is now a conveyor port over there, it's a perfect place to add some turrets. Because this thing does not have teeth yet. And without some teeth, needs a construction component and storage. Wow, why are you always out of construction components? Make 1,000 of those, please. Always seem to be out of construction components. Okay. There. Just know I need to build 1 Gatling turret. We can place that bad boy. Oh, we need to be on the edge of this. Probably best to jump to the wheel, most likely. Yeah, there we go. How do I want to place this so that I can access the storage of it from above? So that way, if the connection to it is somehow damaged, I can manually go and feed it some ammo. So place it like that. Yeah, that is how I wanted it. Perfect. So it's pointing upwards. I'll yeet myself back to the thing, and we can go get onto our catwalks, which then will take us right out to our turret. And when we need to, although it's automatically getting its ammo, we can have access to its ammo right here, so that if we need to, we can catwalk out to it, refill it manually, and repair it from here. Because that is important. We also just want to grab a whole bunch of stuff for catwalks. And get these things built up. Oh, excuse me. And there we go. Now, I should probably just add some catwalks right here, shouldn't I? This would probably be catwalk walls. That orientation. Those right there. Oh. Well, we're getting a nice little junction of catwalks here, man. It is looking good. How all this stuff is coming together. So we've sort of got, like, this is the base deck height. Then we go up. We've got this here is the conveyor height, where all my conveyors are going to run around the thing. And then right above that, right below where the roof is going to be, because that is this height, we have sort of maintenance access, and we'll have catwalks all around the rover so that we can get access to all these places. So on the other side here, we'll probably need to take this guy off, right? This guy? This one here is that. So, yeah, right here. This guy will come off. He will be replaced with a wall. And then going this way will be a straight. This is the other side of where the stairs came up. So this will be a... God, I can never get the right buttons. It will be a straight. Straight. Then the wall on the left side. But I need to punch this out and punch this out so that I can place conveyor tube on that thing in there, coming out this way to put the other drill punch on this side. Can I reach this? Barely. There we go. Bada boom, bada boom. And we are punching it out how many blocks? So from the center connector thingy, it's 1, 2, 3, and then a junction. So from here, it is 1, 2, and 3 onto there, then a junction, but we need to make scaffolding. I need steel plates. I got some, right? Well, I got 3 steel plates. That's it? God damn it. Get those. Give me more steel plates. Thank you. Bada boom. Out there. Huh. Give me this scaffold without me dying for it. So then 1, 2, 3 with conveyor tube, and then here will be a conveyor block, and then the piston and drill combo would be based off of the top of this. Excellent. So I should have enough resources. Get these bad boys hooked up immediately, and then I can cover them with my catwalks. And get everything for a junction. Excellent. Catwalk built up. And another access section made. Here we'll do another catwalk straight. And then the turret will be on the very, very end of this. Which I probably have to place from the bottom again. And you go fast way down. Right to here. Ow, my shins. And then hippity hoppity our way out, right? Or do I want to cut this? This is going to be slightly wider here. That was a bit too much. But this is going to be slightly wider because of how we're doing this. So this here will be walkable space. The wall will just curve in at that point. Okay. So then here is this space, which is like that, except for 1, 2, and 3, which are our light armor slopes. Bada boom. I'm in such a building groove right now. I just know what I'm doing, and I'm just doing it. It makes me feel good too. You get into those grooves, and you're just like firing on all cylinders, knowing I'm doing exactly what I believe I can do here. And piston top part, excellent. Then drill. And if we hippity hoppity out to our here, drill, and then lay out some access, and just get it built. Easy peasy. Piston top part. Get that built up first. And then... oh, we also want to put the Gatling, don't we? The Gatling, make sure that it is facing that way. Go get that built. Got everything we need for it. Head up onto the access passage. Oh, that makes it so easy to get up here. Bada boom, Gatling turret plugged in online. This has now some basic defenses, although it was still very it's very interesting here. And how are we doing for our hydrogen? My 24.9, yeah. The hydrogen engine that is on the Bison has been running this entire time. I haven't done the hydrogen engines from here, and we're just letting this one run with its 500 kilowatts. And it seems to be enough to essentially just handle my base use of just sitting around and while very slowly recharging. We got 150 kilowatts coming into each battery. So that's good that the Bison can just service that. It takes from these tanks, so there's plenty of hydrogen for it to use. Another drill. Oh, and I should probably be able to from right here. Yes, I can. I can just build the next one from the inventory of the previous one. Although, I need more steel plate and storage. But we are building more steel plate, aren't we? My god, have I already gone through all that steel plate? Make me more, I guess. This is what happens when I get into a building frenzy. I just start using my materials. There we go. Put all those materials away. Need 200 more. No, we're good. We're good. So now we can take these drills, which should be everyone that's on this subgrid. We turn them on. And for this other piston, now the one that is unnamed, is the other drills piston. We can give you 0.2. At the same time, we'll just do that to the other drills on the other side. And we'll just call these drilling pistons as a group. Makes life easier. More unknown signals. It's okay, we're drilling. We don't need more unknown signals. Get rid of you guys, as you are just scaffolding. And you see those have already punched out their way, but you'd have the whole 6 drills being punched down to take a nice bite out of the terrain. Absolutely delicious. Get me that stone, man. Gets the gravel, the mixing nickel and silicon together. Nickel and silicon and some iron. Excellent. So then, these drills we can all turn off. We can put all these into drills. We got drilling pistons and drills. Easy enough for me to control them both. And then all I need to do is just drive to a new location, punch, drive to a new location, punch, and I can make myself a fair amount of resources. And if I just drive straight, my wheels shouldn't go flop into that hole because there's still a bit here on the edge that they'll catch. And I mean, you know, if this one, as long as I don't like make the giant trench of it, it won't affect it if this wheel is over top and the other three are holding it up and that kind of stuff is going on. That would be a no issue. So I think we're good there. Okay, this catwalk's down here pissing me off for not being finished. I'm gonna finally finish something. I just want catwalk. There we go. Get me everything I need to pick up a bunch of catwalk. There we go. Let's go finish these catwalks. Instead of leaving them half built for like episodes and episodes on end, I will actually start to complete my construction on this this rover. I won't just leave things half done for the entire series. It's kind of my one of my shortcomings of season 2 is that I was too grand scale of things. I need more girders. More catwalk, please. It was in way too much of a grand scale on stuff where I just was like, I could build this and I can build it huge sort of mentality. And then I just never really needed it to be huge. Oh god, I wish these would all stack. And then things never got finished. So my hope is for this season that things will actually, you know, get finished as I work on them instead of just sitting around and not getting finished. Anyway, that's gonna make me some more resources, more stuff for catwalks. Small builds, highly functional, and built to completion. That's the plan for this season instead of last season's. How big can I build this without the game exploding? Oh, there we go. It's finally all done. Now, we should probably start painting this thing, right? We're gonna get a nice, like, safety orange. Oh god, that's probably like all sorts of gaudy. No, wrong. We need the bison blue. There you go. It's like a landing strip. You want to stay between the blue lines. This is bison. The bison's blue, right? Oh, it isn't. Oh, it's the other blue. The bison's using the darker one. Okay, there we go. Ah, there we go. A little less colorful, but like a little less bright. Still colorful, but just matted and toned down and looks good. You can see that obviously, yeah, obviously that's like a track for it to drive up. Drive between the blue lines, and you should be good. Which reminds me, I should start painting some of this stuff up. Like this, I want that to be black. I want the batteries to be. Because it's the same sort of thing I do with here, with like my wheelbases and my internal components are black. The exterior is white with blue trim. So, we can add that in here. Ooh, yes. Finally get some prettiness. Oh no, I was holding down shift. No! That's how I screw things up. it. I didn't mean to do that. Shit. I guess I can't. That's one problem, is that you can't sprint and paint at the same time because you're holding down shift. You gotta let go of the shift right before you paint. You'll have issues if you don't. But for something like this, I can just control shift and paint the whole thing because it will only go to the subgrid. Oop, like that. Oh, this is looking good. We'll probably want to build out this undercarriage at some point. At some point, I'll get it done. At some point. Here, these hinges can be black. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That looks good. We can go with these guys being blue. Oh yeah, that looks good. Now I'm just going into interior designer mode. No! I'll be stuck doing this forever. Okay, back to there. That, oh, okay. It looks amazing. The colors. The design. We got a pair of turrets on us. I think both those need to be painted up. Oh, shit. There we go. I was aiming at the storage when I hit the middle mouse button and used the build planner thingy. It's not my intention. There we go. Now we can cut back on here. Whoa! Okay. Well, it wouldn't be an episode without an accidental death, that's for sure. But hey, at least all my stuff is right here. And I really do. I have to turn this off. That I keep getting tools when I respawn because I don't need it. I have enough resources that I can rebuild my tools. And I'm just getting a stockpile of tools that I can then just grind down for some excess resources. Which I don't need. Does that look okay? That being black underneath there? It's kind of like an interesting little right in the middle of it. That'll be fine. Yeah, because if you look here, you look at all these two sets of tools I have from dying so much. I should... Yeah, let's do that right now. Let's transfer all that stuff in there. We'll go to assembler. Assembler main. We'll get these resources out of here. And then let's just put all these hand tools into the assembler. And we'll keep the higher level rifles. Get rid of the basic rifle. All those hand tools. Look at them all. Assembler main, disassemble all. Get a little bit of cobalt, a little bit of silver out of it. Not bad. But, oh man, this rover is already, even just a little bit of color accents on it. It's already looking amazing. I'm going to change that piston back to being white. It does not look good with the see-through catwalks there. We can start heading off towards that expedition base pod. And if we see any resources on the way, we can try to do a punch mine for them. Or possibly, if we ever see another oasis in our trip. I mean, I hope we will. I kind of want some water and ice. Which, you know, speaking of water, fuck, I'm thirsty in real life too. I gotta go get a glass of water right after I'm done recording here. I think we're ready to drive a little bit. I have to redo my control keys here, but I believe that I can set up. This would be drilling pistons. We want reverse, and they want drills on off. So then we can put up our gate, and I want those hinges right? Hangar door hinges. I need switch lock. Do we not have switch lock on here? Hinge lock. They're off and on. There we go. So that thing is closed. Hinge lock on. Parking off. Ready to roll. Oh yeah, baby. Now, when it comes to that expedition base pod, I have a couple options. I can try to thwart this hill and drive down it and get to the valley and come at it from the valley, or I think it's going to be a better choice to drive at it from above. Yeah, I think we do that. There's magnesium there, but I don't think I need to mark it, or I mean, I could go mark it, but whatever. I don't need to mine it because I have plenty of ammo at the moment. I believe the best route would be this way, as I need to stay high, keep the high ground, and also not have to deal with these cliffs. Because I was looking around at the cliffs in between episodes as I was waiting for the sun to come back up, and oh god, the cliffs. They look scary to try to drive down, so I don't even really want to attempt them. So we're going to completely avoid the cliffs. So I believe going this direction will allow us to get onto this top here, drive around the top of this canyon, and that should give us plenty of easy driving space to do this. And there is cobalt here. I should mark this up just because I can, but it is behind me now, so I'm so lazy when it comes to marking my resources now that I've got so much. Ow, tree, get the hell out of my way. But I do need to, because if we look at our wheels here, we do have like power supply to propulsion. Dude, let's go to 65%. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Give me some more oomph. What I should do at some point is, as people have said in the comments, is add some thrusters to this thing. Not that it can fly, because that's not one of the rules, but so that it can thrust itself up hills, get itself up to speed a little bit faster. That would be a very useful thing. Contemplating I could do it with an atmospheric thruster. However, I mean, considering the fact that I have a ton of hydrogen on this thing, I could just do it with a hydrogen thruster. I do have a hydrogen access port right there on the back. I can just throw down a couple large thrusters and holy shit, this thing would take off like a fucking bullet. Like, we wouldn't have to worry about any sorts of hills. We could climb up vertical surfaces, because realistically at that point we'd be flying. But yeah, we're gonna give that a try. We'll just mark up some of these points here as we're driving around, and when we start the next episode, we should be, I think, on the other side of this Parallax Expedition base pod, and able to oversee it and possibly throw down some artillery on it from range with our new Gatling guns that we have installed, as they, if I'm not mistaken, I'll park up here for a moment, have the ability to go up to 800 meters range, which is excellent. Absolutely excellent. I will be able to shoot all the things at all the distances, and nothing will be able to shoot me back. Well, it probably will, but hopefully not from one of those static emplacements, because if I'm not mistaken, they only go up to about 600 meters. So that's gonna be it for now. We're gonna drive around and get in position to assault that for next episode. Thanks for watching. Good hunting out there, fellow space engineers.